Softness is one of the most misunderstood qualities in women. And the reason why, I don't think a lot of women want to exude the softness, but they don't want people to misconstrue it, right? Because some people might think that softness means weakness. Softness means you're a doormat. Softness means, oh, I'm a slave. No. Okay, let's stop. Softness is a strength, all right? And softness is an emotional control. An emotional control. Because you know why? We're emotional, I must admit. All right, everybody right now, let's accept that we're emotional. 1, 2, 3. I accept I'm emotional. I accept I'm emotional. So the fastest that you can understand that what you are and who you are, now we can plug that in to a strategy and a plan that we can maximize on those attributes. And softness is one that we need to maximize on, because we are not maximizing on it because so many people are saying, oh, angry black woman. I know you heard that before. Ratchet. I know you heard that before. Because that lady has not mastered her softness. She doesn't have to be loud, belligerent to make a point, or to not feel like a slave that she thinks she is. Okay? Softness is emotional control. When you have control over yourself, when you have mastered yourself as much as possible, we will say we will try and get it to 80%. God said that you could be angry, but sin not. I may be angry. Breathe. Control it. Because it can get the best of you. Right? How many have you guys spiraled out or crashed out because your emotions got the best of you because you just couldn't calm down? You just couldn't get a hold of it. You're gonna know how I feel, because you wanna know, because I'm gonna match your energy. I know we said that too. I'm gonna match in. But there's some energies that you just don't need to match, because now you're taking yourself out of your femininity. And you're just going to look just like every other lady that loses control on World Star. And that's not the goal for this channel over here. Okay? So I do go with the word. He said that you can be angry, but sin not. That's not cussing. That's not throwing things everywhere. Or if somebody wronged you, that you're trying to go blast their tires, scratch their... No, we don't. That's not control. That's out of control, okay? And the ability to stay calm in tense moments is so crucial, because every day there's going to be something. It may be with the children, it may be with the husband, it may be with the job, it may be with a friend, or an interaction out just random when you're going to the store. And you have to master or control the ability to stay calm in those situations. And you have to be thoughtful about it instead of reacting emotionally. And that's a skill, okay? That is a big skill for a woman to navigate. My godmother, I see her all the time, and people say, I can't read you. because she ain't trying to let you read. She's just moving the way she does because she knows that her integrity, her quality, her mode is emotional control, emotional authority, calm authority. She definitely is not going to let you disrespect her, but she won't say it in a way where it's going to end up on World Star or on some TikTok. It definitely won't be that way because you can address issues in a feminine way or be silent. This isn't the time to talk. Maybe I'll talk later because right now, if I probably say something, it might not be right, or say it in a way like, hey, I understand. I guess we can talk about it. Like, don't make a public scene, but when you did that certain thing, you hurt my feelings. And I just wanted to let you know that. Instead of, boy, you know how it is. So we don't have to get that far, okay? But a soft woman can still have boundaries. Boundaries are good. Even Jesus had boundaries. There's sometimes that he just couldn't be around the people. He had to go away and pray. He had to go away and separate himself from the crowd of people. And there were moments where he did engage. You know what I'm saying? So, because sometimes you have to have boundaries because some people have no good intent for you. As, I mean, as much attention that may be thrown at you, when you're a young lady or a lady there's some guys that only have one purpose for you. And we know what that purpose is. It's to get you in a horizontal dance. So you have to have your boundaries. Like, no, thank you. Nice to meet you. I'll have a blessed day. When you start talking about Jesus, they be running the other way, All right. So we have to be more discerning. So we have to be calm so that we can put up the respectful boundary. We have to be calm so we can hear, so that we can see what's going on, And and by those boundaries, you still can be strong, And boundaries are not a bad thing. This is definitely about respecting, who you are, and that can be expressed. I have younger children. I express those boundaries with them. And then I tell them, I say, hey, you got to have boundaries. You can't be out here just trying to people please and have everybody validate you and be happy. That's not cool. You're the one that's always getting in trouble. So you got to cut some things off. You got to peel back a little bit. Okay, and have some healthy boundaries for yourself. And so I believe that boundaries are a good thing. It just not draw a line, but it just let people know this is, an indicator. This is a standard that I prefer not to go. And oftentimes people will respect it. And then there'll be some people that will just like whatever, girl. Let them people go. That's fine. If they cannot abide, then that's fine. I find that we let boundaries down, we let standards down, and that's when we fall into more trouble. We don't do what we don't do what we say we're gonna do. We cut back, we cut corners, and then who ends up paying in the end? You, me. It's not worth it. We don't have time to do that. We don't have any time. And your strength is expressed through your emotional wisdom. Not only are you having this emotional wisdom that you're exuding for yourself, your daughter may be watching you. And she'll emulate. That's why in another video I talked about, which will be here or after the show, how we didn't have positive or feminine role models. So by you joining this journey on your femininity and being that feminine role model and breaking that chain, your daughter, your sons, the people around you, your friends will see, wow, she has emotional wisdom. Wow. And they'll be like, wow, this is cool. This is a lady I can trust. Or your daughter, I look up to my mom. And not only that she was just strong all the time. Wow, no, she was soft. She was kind and caring, showed attention. She gave me good wisdom and good encouragement, you know. And I think that's a good thing, a plus that we need to see more of. And I try to emulate that for my daughter all the time. There was a point where she's just growing up and she really didn't like, doing feminine things like, getting her nails or just certain things, that just, have, that shows herself attention for herself and things like that. And she just did not want to do that. But I stuck with her, and now she's like, oh, mom, do this, do that, do my hair. And she tends to herself and, very cognizant of how to act in the presence of people, or serving her brothers, fixing the food in the kitchen and helping me and learning things like that, and not like huff and puff like she used to do. She used to huff and puff. I said, hey, one day you're gonna have your own family, and they're gonna be like, hey, mom, I'm hungry. Your husband's gonna be like, hey, I'm hungry. And just fix that food with delight. Have emotional wisdom, and just be nice, be soft, that's strong, do everything with love. And that kind of strength changes relationships, because now people can appreciate you. It's how much investment you are putting into, the relationship with your wisdom and nurture and care. When certain people like that aren't in the family no more, it's like a missing hole, like, man, there wasn't no love like Nona's love, like grandma's love, like mother's love, because of the life they live, such a positive impact. It's just the impact in other people's lives. And that's the kind of impact we want to leave as women with our families, with with our communities, and with other women. It's enough that we look at drama and there's no positive roles on TV, or representation. And we are the next generation to be those feminine women, to reclaim it. Reclaim it. Reclaim it in Jesus' name, because it's up to us. Because we're the leaders of the next generation. Softness is not weakness. Repeat it again. Softness is not weakness. You're not weak, darling. You are much more resilient than you know. And that softness can build your home. It can build your home and build you. And if this information has been helpful in any blessed way, please share with a sister, friend. Like, share, and subscribe. And if I have a hype button, I know I'm small, I'm still growing, hit the hype button. And it was a pleasure to talk with you. Be blessed, okay? Your softness is not weakness.